Hello everyone, welcome on back to Survival Challenge. There's the map button. Alright, well we need to fill up the chicken's feed a little bit. At least before we start getting harvesting going. It doesn't need to be too much. That might have been too much. That thing unloads really fast. We only needed like 15,000 liters. Yeah, the more I think about it on the sheds, we could put the long one down this ways, or we could put the shorter one up there. And I can't really find a small item to really put into that area where it would make sense. Oh, I have this switched the small little hole, don't I? Because one of my thoughts were, oh, well, in that small place we could also put the fuel tank, the diesel tank, and, some sort of hydrant for water. And then I was like, well, we also still have some space. We could put, like one of those, dang, I forget what it is already. The solar there, so it would collect a little bit of money every month, like 600 bucks, I think is what the smallest one would do. We'll put this like halfway up. Could do something like that. Already forgot what they're called, so I gotta go and look. They're a generator. Solar, yeah. That would be something we could put there, but then that doesn't also make that much sense. I guess you could get like a wind energy thing. Because the sun rises over there, it looks like. So why would you wouldn't have it over there blocked by the silo and everything, realistically. Obviously, in farming sim, I realized it wouldn't matter. But yeah, maybe a small wind turbine, wind generator thing. Let's see, the yield is looking a little bit low. I'm not gonna lie, it definitely could be a little bit better. It's possible that might need lime now. It's okay, it's a little bit low. Our expected yield is a little bit, yeah. I wonder if it's not all pH, but some of it might just be the way we sprayed the field. Since we sprayed it full without any like spot and spray, it would probably harm the yield a lot more. That might be what's doing it right now. We can try to just do a full like lap around the whole thing, because down there we wouldn't have sprayed it at all because it was freshly plowed. It gets better, and we're not at the point where it would be freshly plowed stuff either, so I wonder if the soil is just a little bit worse at the top. That might be it. Soil's just a little bit not as good. This looks fine down here. We're farther past than where the split point was for the newer section. Yeah, let's look at the soil. I'm curious. Oh, the loamy sand, that's what makes it worse. Yeah, our wheat control's a little bit lower. I think that's just because of the not using spot and spray. But our environmental, otherwise everything's maxed. So I would assume our pH will be taking a hit soon, though. So I'm not sure if that's something we should think about, working on now. And then, okay. And then, with the extension, we're already going to have to lime some. That would kind of make sense. Just to line the whole thing and get it all up to the same kind of area. Curious how that's going to work for soil map. We don't have the scout yet. So, would we have to buy the whole plot's soil map again? That would start getting pretty expensive. Although I think the plot was 1,500? It would still be cheaper than the scout, obviously, but the scout is definitely something we should be looking to buy at some point. That might be a after shed purchase type thing. We'll see. I haven't really looked at the land prices around here, so that may affect that decision too. If it's pretty expensive, then we may want to try to save as much money as we can. This bottom piece. Because I know, first survival challenge on No Man's Land, they were all 85,000. I don't think it was quite that nicely priced on this one. If I remember correctly, it's been a while. Like, I looked when I first started. Like, before I officially started the series, but when I first got onto this map, I had looked, but it's been well over a month at this point, so. Yeah, it would make more sense to put the solar by the olive tree than the shed. For sun reasons, which is cloudy kind of, but you can see it's over there where it rises. It would make most sense to be over there, not over there in the shade. I think it's shaded there most of the time. Alright, let's see. Just out of curiosity. It is 170 for that, 179, 116, but we obviously need a way to get there. So we're probably looking at 37, 36, whichever one you want to call it, or 33 or 48, whichever one you want to call it again. This is probably more open, it looks like. This would be split in here for a road. Now kind of could go either way. I kind of think the split down in the middle of the land would be worse. Just because you'd have a field and you'd have to stop it. And, you know. I don't know. I think you may be down there and then up there for second one. This way for the second expansion after maybe that one. But still, that's $170,000. So we're $140,000 away from seeing that. Really, when we start thinking about getting that big, we're gonna need a new harvester. Because we'll need a new harvester before tractors or anything. Let's swing around, get this unloaded again. And then I think we'll probably start up the time lapse. We'll finish out this field then, and well, no time, I'm sure. Do we have sorghum in the? No, not yet. And keep an eye on the olives for price, because that is $20,000 at max value. So I'm not sure when that's highest, but May, June. So it'll be a while until we sell that, I guess. That would be a nice amount for us. $20,000 would be huge. Alright, so I'll start up the time lapse. I'll talk to everyone once the time lapse is done.
Can't keep my head on my shoulders. Feels like I'm losing myself. I still see your shadow on the wall.
Alright, we're on the last strip. I'm sure this will yield a decent amount of money, and plus we'll have that field down there to be sold at the same time as this. Be interesting to see kind of how much it will be worth. It looks like we have almost a full trailer. I know it's over $1,000 for 1,000 liters. Is it like 17, 2,000, 18,000? I don't quite remember how much it usually is. Oh, we got the small little pieces that I, of course, just barely missed. If I can find the spot. There we go. But yeah, after looking at the solar options and stuff, I'm thinking, that wouldn't be a bad thing to put up somewhere. Basically be free money every once in a while. Maybe not the super big one, because I think that one, it's not cheap to do. I'm gonna park this over here, just in case I decide to put the shed over there, which I'm leaning towards that. I think the top, like, generator is $750,000. It does make you $67,000 a month, though. So, but still, like, this $11,000 one, it would take, what, about a full year you'd make your money back. Then after that, you're just collecting. Even the 7,000 wouldn't be, well, almost 8,000. But yeah, like in the future, getting some solar doesn't make sense to put it here. I think the wind wouldn't be too bad, because you would think the wind would be fairly decent on top of the hill, right? Getting the silo is going to be so great. So great. It's like this, I can harvest this now. I don't have to take a lesser price for it. Alright, so yeah, we got just over 15,000 liters, 15,500 liters, which is about 26,000 at max. So we have over 40,000 just between olives and sorghum. And by the time, like, the olives will be sold, and, well, we got one more field of sorghum. It's gonna be a pretty nice price. I think it's gonna be huge. I would not be surprised in 5 months or so. We'll have, there'll be some fairly decent sized changes on the farm. We'll put the trailer over here. It's going to look a little bit weird, at least for the time being. I really do think it makes sense to put the shed over here, but, and then, you know, maybe solar over there. Every little bit counts for the time being. Obviously, long term, I don't know if this will be a, you know, a field, at least the extension portion. But, it'll be nice to have the little bit of money you'll make extra. I think I'm doing a fairly straight line. Hard to tell. Hard to tell. Won't be a major upgrade to the size, but we'll have to go inward with this. Just a little bit. And then, of course, we have this weird hill in here. That or long term, this will get split into like 2 fields and grass. That would be another option. This will probably be planted into soybeans, I think. That would make the most sense because it probably won't be planted this month, but we planted next month, so December, and it should be ready by June, July. That's the highest price. I don't know if that field over there will get it too. I may put like barley in it. That way we get a little bit more barley in the silo for the chickens. Then obviously in the future we'll start trying different crops. And it's just the usual 2 I always do. Which I always do because they're some of the better crops. Price-wise, you know, the amount you make from it is huge compared to some of the others. At least without baling the straw. I think most of the crops are fairly close if you bale the straw for like oats and wheat and stuff. But the thing is, well, I don't have a baler, so that doesn't make sense for me to put those in unless it's for animals. Well, looks like we'll have one more strip from after this. Then I'll have to take a look to see if it already has a soil map. I doubt it, because I don't think it does. If you, even if you've already bought it for that area, if you already bought it, I don't think it'll just be there even after you plow, which kind of doesn't make sense because you bought it for the entire plot. You should have it for the entire plot if you plow it up later within a decent time frame. I don't think it's been a year since we did that, so probably not. No. This little bit here. Double check. Oh, it looks like there's a little bit still. Alright. Let's double check. I doubt it though. So we'll have to take a soil map for that area. How much does it cost? 1,600? How much is the soil map? Like scout? I remember. Yep, 17,000. That would mean we'd be down 32,000 so far on this section. Honestly, I don't know if it really makes sense to buy the scout. Like, if you think about it, I don't know if it really makes sense to buy the scout. The pH is better up here than it is on the actual field. Unless you're constantly expanding your fields, I don't know if it really makes sense to really buy the scout. Let's again probably just put this over here for the time being. I'm gonna have to look at them and decide which place to put it. I'm gonna have to do groundwork if I put it over here. Not sure how much lime we have. Like 2 bags after what's in here. Maybe that's enough. Alright, let's put this here. we'll see how much we end up using. Oh yeah, this is fairly wide. Yeah, I won't use too much, it doesn't look like. It'll still... I don't know if we'll have enough, but... It's only adding 0.25. So... But yeah, if this was normal without precision farming, we'd already probably be out by now. And of course it'll cut off where there's already some. That's like the biggest thing I've always liked with precision farming is just how much less lime you use, how much less fertilizer a lot of times, seeds, unless you're in a pretty bad soil area. I suppose that's 4,000 liters probably of lime, unless one was a partial, I don't know.
But you play a game I can't escape. I'm caught up in the middle. You're running through my head. I know the things we said. I wish I could forget you.
Alright, and just like that, we are just about done with all the lime. I now just noticed when I looked at the maintenance gauge, it's a lot better. I wonder if I didn't actually fix up the plow. I don't think I may have not have, just because it's like the maintenance on a plow really doesn't matter. Realistically, yes. You know, outside of farming sim, if your maintenance is bad on your plow, you're probably missing a couple things. But in farming sim, it still works fine. Would be cool if they could add an option, not a thing that's always on that allows you to. It looks like everything's done. To have stuff like that available, where when your plow's really low maintained, you know, it misses a spot or something. Or, you know, your tractor breaks down, or it starts only going at 3 miles an hour or something, just to incentivize people to always keep their stuff maintained outside of, you know, a little bit of a horsepower for tractors, but not that big of a thing, I don't think. Or even like a random thing where you'll blow a tire or something. Like, it'd be a fairly rare thing. But, because otherwise it would constantly happen, everybody would turn it off, probably. But, you know, a rarity thing that your tire blows or something, you have to replace it. Even if you just gotta go to the maintenance shop and repair it, you know. Maybe not a full-blown mechanic of you changing the tire, but yeah, I don't know. I haven't decided on where the sheds will be. This must have rolled back. If we put it here, it's going to be a lot of groundwork, which is fine. We put it here, there's a decent amount of groundwork, not much. We'll still have enough room to back up into here. But if we were to do solar, this would be like the ideal spot. Be like right in here, or right in here even. Be right in line with the sun. Which should be noon, so it should be at the highest point. I'm not sure why it looks to be over there. Yeah, huh. It should be at the highest point right now, or towards the highest point. I don't know, farming some stuff, I guess, but... Oh, we got 2 of those, so those have to be moved over and put into the silo. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have a decision probably next time I record. I'll have an idea. I think it makes sense to put it here. We would lose some of our nice view, though. As long as we have enough room for a house upgrade. Well, that is probably about everything for today. So, thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.